You said in kindergarten that you wanted to play in the NFL. Tonight, that dream becomes a reality. How would you describe it?
I don't even know how to feel right now. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm happy.
Ooh. NFL draft.
You ready for some football?
Let's do it.
Give me some. Ching. Ooh.
All right, so obviously a certain team came out pretty happy with the first round.
You know, they did a thing, you know.
The number one pick, everybody knew already. No big spoiler. Fernando Mendoza. I'm happy with it. I'm excited. Yeah. Crosby had a good reaction. You know, he was
just out there chiefing away.
Yeah.
What can I say? The boy get paid. Brand new crib in a vay.
And it's good when you see players, coaches, owners, the AD, like everybody is happy. Everybody is on board. You didn't see that with the Rams. And that's sad to me because that affects our boy Ty Simpson. But I think it more reflects on the coach. You know, like you got to have some polish. You got, whether you have issues with the owner or whatever's going on there, you've got to keep that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be. Well, I really didn't look at him that much.
I kind of feel bad for Ty, but I honestly think that he's in a little bit better of a situation as far as he's going to have a little bit of time to get his head right. Because I don't think Cousins going to be able to stay healthy. He's getting old. If he gets beat on, if they don't do something in day 2, 3 of the draft to get some more protection for the quarterback situation, there's going to be an issue because we already know the defense is good.
Yeah.
So, but I thought Mendoza was a great pick. I've been talking about him for 2 years now. You know, since he transferred into Indiana, Coach Signetti.
I think every episode, all college football season, every week.
I'm almost positive that week 0, one of the first episodes we ever did, I was talking about Indiana. Watch out for Indiana because Coach Sig, here he comes, and then Mendoza he went above and beyond what anybody could have expected, though. Now, to be fair, he had a good system around him. He had good players. There was a lot of age to that team. You know, I think they were second or first as far as average age across the players that started. So there was a lot of brains in that room that helped him come along, and I think he's going to have that help. But we'll see how long that lasts because if Cousins isn't kicking butt at least a little bit, there's going to be a lot of pressure to shove him in there, and I just think that would not.
I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to. But here's the thing. Ty Simpson, Fernando Mendoza, very well could have swapped roles.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're looking at who looks better on camera, as much as I would be inclined to push forward the Alabama boy, you got to say Mendoza's he's taking he's a Cuban background, taking interviews in Spanish, taking interviews in English. He's about as clean cut as you can be. We already said we need a good boy and all that, and
I feel like he's got a very good team behind him. The people that are helping him along with the stuff you don't really hear about, he's getting good coaching, whether it's just how to talk, what to say, what not to say. He's done a very good job, and I don't feel like any of it's not genuine. I don't feel like he's some dirtbag that's like, oh, the camera's on, let me put on my happy face. You know, I don't think it's that at all.
Right.
But
or he's had someone managing his image from a wee age.
He was sitting in for the draft. That was a very, very nice place.
Yeah, I noticed that. You had, some people crammed on a couch like this, Nana and Pop behind them and all that.
And then the background had like a whole room full of people in their own movie theater.
Yeah,
it was
everybody in a suit. He's got his gold watch already. They're all
but
painting of them behind them, posing as they are in the paint.
And there was an awkward woman that I actually said something to my buddy today at work about. There was a hand moment with his mom that just came off kind of awkward with me. It was because she has MS. She obviously has hard control in her motor functions. But there was a couple times quick cuts where they were trying to get her hand back on him in the right way, and I just felt like they were just trying to force this gooey image.
So on that note, I noticed something because I may have watched things multiple times, as you do. I saw something different, and it made me go back and check. And the live broadcast was different from a clip I saw on YouTube, which was different than what you saw on Twitter. and effectively they reshot him going up there with the family because one, the family has hats coming in, one they don't. I mean, I distinctly remember seeing the little brother with the hat all over. So I mean, I don't know what all did happen in total, but I know for sure they definitely did try to manage that whole image and did take
Had a couple
shots.
takes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
checks
it's
out.
sports entertainment.
No, I mean it checks out because they obviously #1 pick. That's can't. You got to do that right, I guess. You know.
What is your favorite or best pick out of here? What's the most interesting thing? Like, what's the juiciest thing for you? We've already covered, Mendoza and Simpson, obviously. So we'll take them off the table. They're ineligible for play.
I won't go for juiciest just yet because I'm a Cowboys fan. We'll talk about that in a second. Everybody knows that. Nothing big here.
Yeah.
But I thought was really interesting that there was only 2 running backs taken in the first round. Both running backs came out of Notre Dame.
Yes.
That's something. I mean, Jeremiah Love was an obvious pick for running back. Everybody in the country knew that he is the build. He's got the mindset. He's got he stays healthy enough. He checked all the, there was
make a fool of himself.
Yeah, right. He checks a lot of boxes, and people keep throwing around that Hall of Fame talent kind of stuff, and I'm not big on throwing those kind of words around with a person that's been unproven in the NFL level because you're beating your body a whole different way up here. Everybody's big up here, but he's good, and we'll see how that pans out. But right there, Jadarian Price. How did both running backs come out of Notre Dame in the first round? I think that's the first time that's happened.
Picks. Didn't necessarily make the most sense, I'll say. I mean, obviously the Rams one, there's definitely some confusion there. That wasn't the only one that there was some noise. Now, I will say, for me, I've got 2 people that I want to say. So I'll start with, for the Bucs, Mr. Rueben Bain Jr.
Mm-hmm.
So, saw the video. He had his sunglasses on, but you can very well tell he's crying. And going through everybody. Hands it to the coach, and they're like very, very good and all that. When he comes up to be on stage, do the walkthrough and all that, he walks professional, takes the hat, puts the hat on, keeps walking there. Every other one stops and does the mirror poses and all that stuff. He looked so professional. I got jealous for a little moment there that we didn't scoop him up. I was like, man, we should have did one of these trades and maybe got another first-round pick, and we could have snagged this boy.
Well, he's another guy that we talked about a lot last year.
I specifically was saying, hey, this is going to be the difference in this game right here. So
and he was a lot of times. I mean,
he's a warrior.
And he didn't have to have the big sack numbers, even though he did. But the way he affects the play, pushes people around, gets them out of their lanes, and just gives other people opportunities to get that sack or the tackle for whatever it is.
Doing his job. Very
much so. He's a people pusher, just moving people around. It just is. He just puts them on their heels, man. It looks like they're on rollerblades. So
on skis, on sleds, whatever metaphor you want to put on.
Bucs are going to be better. I mean, he is a start day one, going to make that team better kind of player. So I really like that pick. Him out of Miami, that was good.
So now I'm going to transition to the juiciest. Juicy with a J, J for Jets. Kenyon Sadiq with the Jets. He also was involved. I mean, they drafted him or whatever. Sorry. Phone call with him. He thought it was a prank call because he did not necessarily want to be there either. So it's like you can hear the emotion in his voice, and it's not like crying, breaking down, overjoyed type thing. It's, is this for? Oh, okay. Oh, is this? Oh, it sets in. Then but he does accept it. He's not taking his ball and leaving. No. He's still there to play.
Don't just take your ball and go home. That's not cool.
I mean, unless you're being paid to. David Bailey, I'd like to assume that. But it's because Texas Tech, deep pockets, we already been through that before. So,
I'd like to stick with the Jets, though. That was one of my juicy ones. I liked Omar Cooper Jr. I love the pick out of Indiana. Because for me, we covered that Penn State-Indiana game pretty hard because that was, man, there was a lot riding on that. And a lot of people for, 58 minutes thought that this was going to be Penn State's coming out party, and Guess who caught that ball in the back of the end zone for a Heisman moment for me from Fernando Mendoza, because he put the ball. It couldn't have gone a millimeter higher. He put it the only place his receiver could get it, and his receiver did a phenomenal job.
And that was on regular people TV. That means everybody in the country that cares about football definitely saw that.
And that was a time of year we were talking about, is Ty Simpson going to step up and take it? Is Fernando Mendoza really going to separate himself? And then boom, there you go. Penn State goes down, and that moment's still getting aired on replay. So I just that was a good pick for me, and I think he's absolutely going to help the Jets, but the Jets need a lot of help.
Well, I was going to say, I think anybody will.
St. Mary's. What?
Ooh, anyway, yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on there?
Well, I think the Cowboys did a good job. They got Caleb Downs.
I wanted to give you a fun fact too. They broke attendance record for draft day, but like 50,000 people. Like a significant number. I remember last week seeing a few little articles, and it didn't really register that much, but it was Pittsburgh was shelling out some money to clean up the city, paint all the graffiti, all this.
Oh, I'll piggyback on that. Okay. Most of the schools in Pittsburgh were going remote because of all of the enhanced traffic getting ready for the draft coming in. The influx of people.
Of that.
Yeah. A lot of the schools around there went remote just so they could facilitate the extra traffic. I mean, the Airbnbs are literally gone for like 20 miles outside of the city. It's just, there is a ton of money going in there and being spent there all at the same time. It kind of reminds me like when the Olympics come to town, and it just kind of shuts all the regular stuff down in a way for a little while, because it's like this big event, this is what's happening. It's almost like the carnival's in town and everybody's dealing with it, But in a good way. Pittsburgh seemed very happy to have them there.
Well, I mean, think if you go to an area of the world with older traditions, we'll say, they've got their festivals, they got their things that are yearly, kind of ritualistic. The town shuts down, the city says, whatever it is. I mean, that's the equivalent of what this is for us, We're not dressing up like grass monkeys and beating each other and all that, We're just painting ourselves black and silver and maybe fighting that guy over there because he's wearing red. I've had a few brewskis,
Raider Nation. That thing you said about my favorite person or whatever, Go. But there's a togetherness when you got a home game and you're on your side, and you got 50,000 people around you that are in the same mindset you are about, hey, we're just going to beat the crap out of the other team, and we're all going to scream at them when they do bad. So it's a good time.
Indeed.
But you can feel his vibes though, except for when the commissioner cut him out. Nobody likes him.
The annual tradition. Boo. But you love it because it's literally every year you hear it, no matter how much they try to play with the crowd noise and dull it, you distinctly hear it on the live broadcast every year. And
you
great.
Love the ones when he actually pauses and kind of snatches his eyes because somebody said something that you couldn't hear.
Somebody said something.
And he was like, I wonder if the microphone caught that. And then I'm just going to read this thing. So I think those are funny moments for me because something came out and they were escorted out,
I'm not above heckling from time to time, especially at a college football game. And I'm proud to say, maybe not proud to say, maybe embarrassed to say, depending on what mood I'm in, but I have absolutely got players from the field to directly look at me through all of the crowd noise. And, I'm just fighting for my team. I'm on the sideline, but I'm not out of the game.
That's right.
I'm right there.
We're helping.
I'm going to wrap up my end here. I want to say one last thing. And I'm going to check the name again because I keep expecting it to be some long, like, kind of Indian name or whatever, because he moves like a snake coming out of a basket when you play your little clarinet. That would be Mr. Lemon, who went from projected number 10 all the way down to 20 because of some attitude issues, we'll say. And then on his, while he's being interviewed, he's just...
Ty, from the first time you ever put on pads and a helmet to this moment right here, being a first-round pick in the NFL draft, what has defined your journey?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just so blessed right now.
Couldn't stop.
Yeah, just too cool for school, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Like, I think even Dennis Rodman was watching that like, brother, turn it down, you know? Like,
just a notch or two, please. Well, I'll close out with my Cowboys. I think they did a good job. I think Caleb Downs, you know, they did the little rob Peter to pay Paul trade there right at the last buzzer to get up 1 and then come back down to 23, and it was a whole, you know, there's several teams involved, but I think that's a massive help. We were the worst defense in the league, so him coming out there and throwing up the back end, you know, if they can fill in linebackers day 2 and 3, it's going to be, you know.
Well, the Cowboys are going to have to be a different team this year. And I know you can say, like, Roy, you can say that for any team, realistically, but I think there is going to have to be a change in the organizational just mood as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave it at that.
Well, for me, as their fan, I hated to see them go from the Cowboys of the 90s when I was little, you know, because they're winners, they've got a good team, this is the best team on the planet, to this is the Dallas Cowboys circus, and Jerry's going to make every bit of this be an attraction.
He fell off the stage yesterday trying to shake Bill Clinton's hand. Do you see that?
I did, but I wasn't going to bring that up.
Okay. Dude, bro.
I think we can wrap it up in there. This has been fun, but that's been our draft stuff, and yeah, I think the Raiders are going to be just fine, and if the Cowboys don't screw the pooch on day 2 and 3, we're going to be okay too.
Same mindset there.
It's hot. It's hot. Hot.
Coffee come out the pot hot.
It burned lip. It burned tongue. Said it tastes so good.